Hello, and welcome to our channel. It is not only a joy, but also a profound honor to have you here with us today, sharing this special moment. Your presence means so much, because what we are about to explore together is more than just information. It is a true journey of discovery, inspiration, and reflection. Get ready to embark on a unique and unforgettable adventure, one that blends mystery, archaeology, deep faith, surprising discoveries, and astonishing revelations that might completely transform the way you see and understand the world around you. This is not just a story you will hear. It is an invitation to step into the past, to see history with new eyes, and perhaps even to experience your own personal awakening of faith and wonder. Today we will explore a narrative so fascinating, so breathtaking, that it has the potential to shift not only how you interpret the sacred biblical texts, but also how you perceive the very history and destiny of humankind itself. What lies ahead contains all the ingredients of a grand epic adventure: suspense, mystery, faith, and evidence that ties together the ancient with the modern. Imagine, for a moment, a storyline worthy of a great Hollywood production, something that could easily resemble an Indiana Jones film, filled with dramatic discoveries, lost artifacts, and hidden truths waiting to be revealed. The difference, however, is monumental. Here we are not speaking of fiction, fantasy, or creative imagination, but of real, verifiable facts, genuine archaeological findings, ancient documents, and historical records passed down through generations. That is precisely what makes this narrative not only remarkable, but also powerful, unique, and deeply captivating. Now, let me ask you, have you ever heard of the possibility that we might be closer than ever before to finding one of the most emblematic, mysterious, and sacred objects ever mentioned in the entire Bible? I am talking about the legendary Ark of Noah. For countless centuries, this subject has stirred curiosity, fueled debates, inspired unshakable faith in many hearts, and at the same time, awakened doubt and skepticism in others. And now, according to serious researchers and respected scholars, there are strong, compelling reasons to believe that we are standing right at the threshold of uncovering real, tangible evidence, perhaps the strongest and most undeniable, yet regarding the actual existence of this ark. At the very center of this extraordinary investigation lies a lesser-known but absolutely fascinating artifact: the Imago Mundi. But what exactly is this mysterious Imago Mundi? It is an ancient Babylonian clay tablet, dating back to centuries before the Common Era, crafted with remarkable precision by scribes of a lost world. Scholars widely regard it as the oldest world map ever discovered. But do not imagine a map in the modern sense, with borders and coordinates. The Imago Mundi is far more than that. This extraordinary artifact carries priceless insights into how ancient civilizations envisioned the Earth and the cosmos. It describes lands, rivers, kingdoms, civilizations, and even sacred narratives that reach back to times far older, more distant, and more mysterious than most of us could ever imagine. This extraordinary tablet was unearthed in 1882 during archaeological excavations in the heart of Mesopotamia, what is today largely Iraq and part of modern Iran. From the very beginning, researchers knew they had encountered something truly monumental, something that could potentially transform our entire understanding of history and the way humanity's earliest civilizations viewed the world. But the challenge was overwhelming. The inscriptions were written in cuneiform, a highly complex writing system that, while decipherable, becomes incredibly difficult to interpret when pieces are missing. And sadly, over the course of countless centuries, portions of the artifact had been broken and lost forever. This left scholars with an extraordinary puzzle. They held in their hands a treasure chest of ancient wisdom and knowledge, but incomplete, like a sacred manuscript with entire chapters missing, its full truth hidden in shadows. And then came a dramatic, unexpected twist in the story. One of the professor's students, this professor being among the world's greatest specialists on the Imago Mundi, which today rests in the British Museum, decided to take a bold and imaginative step. She wondered if fragments of other artifacts unearthed in the same region might fit into the missing portion of the tablet. To the astonishment of everyone, her intuition turned out to be correct. One particular fragment aligned seamlessly with the Imago Mundi, fitting into place like the missing piece of a divine puzzle. When she presented her findings to the professor, the two of them realized that the great mystery of the tablet could finally begin to unfold. And what came to light was nothing short of astonishing. Among the cuneiform inscriptions appeared a striking word, Pasu. For scholars, this term carries an extraordinary meaning. It refers to an ark, a massive, divinely designed vessel built to survive a catastrophic flood. It tells of animals entering in pairs, alongside human beings, all seeking refuge from a calamity so devastating it threatened to erase all life on Earth. Does this sound familiar? Of course, it is impossible not to immediately connect this description with the story of Noah's Ark, as recorded in the sacred scriptures. And there is even more. The most astonishing detail in the inscription is that it names the exact place where this ark is said to have rested after the waters of the flood receded. It refers to a mountain called Urartu, located in the very same region as the legendary Mount Ararat, which the Bible itself identifies as the final resting place of Noah's Ark. For many researchers, this is not coincidence. Atalit is a direct, undeniable, and potentially history-changing connection between the biblical narrative and actual archaeological evidence. Now let us go even deeper into the heart of Noah's story. According to tradition, Noah spent 120 years building the ark. This was not simply a matter of construction, it was a period of grace. For over a century, Noah proclaimed God's coming judgment, warning people to abandon corruption and return to righteousness. But tragically, no one believed him. The ark itself was a marvel of divine engineering. It had 3 levels, the upper for Noah and his family, the middle for animals, and the lower for storage and waste. It also had advanced ventilation systems and, according to ancient Jewish writings, a glowing stone called the Sahar, which illuminated the vessel from within. Inside, Noah and his family worked tirelessly, caring for every creature, even keeping to the feeding schedules of nocturnal animals. Traditions also speak of miracles, food that lasted longer than naturally possible, water that never ran out, and divine provision sustaining life. But it was not without struggle. Some writings tell us that Noah was once injured by a lion when he delayed its feeding, showing that his mission was not only sacred, but also full of sacrifice, trial, and danger. Now imagine, if this ark were truly discovered, it would stand not just as a symbol or a metaphor, but as a physical testimony of God's faithfulness, a beacon of humanity's rebirth after the greatest cataclysm in history. Such a discovery could strengthen the faith of millions, challenge the doubts of skeptics, and prove that the Bible is more than just ancient stories, is a record of real events that shaped humanity's destiny. Thank you deeply for staying with me through this incredible journey. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with friends and family who would also be amazed and inspired by this story. Your support helps us far more than you realize, and it allows us to continue creating and sharing extraordinary content like this. May God bless your life abundantly, and I look forward with joy to seeing you in the next video.